Hi, and welcome back to EngVibes, where learning English feels easy, practical, and just a little bit more fun. In today's lesson, we're going to look at some really common English mistakes that learners all over the world make, and more importantly, we'll learn how to fix them together. These are mistakes that even fluent speakers sometimes make. So don't worry, you're not alone. When I was studying English, I thought that there are some mistakes we just make them in my country, but after I traveled and taught in some countries, I noticed that those mistakes were widely made even in the countries that I have been to. This fact led me to make some research, and found out that those mistakes are international mistakes, worldwide mistakes. They have nothing to do with country, region, or race. I collected some of them and made this video. Let's begin with a simple one that causes a lot of confusion. The sentence, I am agree. You might have heard it, or maybe you've even said it before. It sounds okay at first, right? But in English, we don't say I am agree. The word agree is a verb, not an adjective, so we don't need am before it. The correct sentence is simply, I agree. Try saying it with me. I agree with you. It's clean, simple, and correct. Now let's move on to another common one. He don't like it. This is something you might hear from beginners or in casual conversations, but it's not grammatically correct. When we talk about he, she, or it, we always use doesn't, not don't. So instead of saying he don't like coffee, you should say he doesn't like coffee. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. Let's repeat that together. He doesn't like coffee. Okay. Here's one that comes from direct translation. Many learners say, I have 25 years. That's a very natural thing to say in languages like Spanish, French, or Portuguese because in those languages age is expressed with the verb have. But in English, we don't use have when talking about age, we use am. So instead of saying, I have 25 years, you should say, I am 25 years old. Let's practice that. I am 25. Or, I'm 25 years old. You've got it? Now let's talk about one that's a little sneaky. The phrase, more better. You might hear someone say, this one is more better than the other one. But that's a mistake. Why? Because better already means more good. Adding more again is unnecessary and incorrect. It's called a double comparative. So the correct way to say it is just, this one is better. That's it. Simple and clear. Let's say it together. This phone is better than my old one. C. No more needed. Here's another one that trips people up. I didn't went to the party. Sounds close to correct, right? But not quite. After the word did or didn't, we always use the base form of the verb, not the past tense. So instead of saying I didn't went, you should say, I didn't go. Let's practice. I didn't go to the party. She didn't see it. One more time, they didn't call me for the interview. Next up is something I hear all the time. She told me to not go. Now, this one isn't completely wrong, but it sounds awkward. In English, we usually prefer to say she told me not to go, so instead of separating to and not, we keep them together not to. It just sounds more natural. Let's try it. He told me not to worry. They asked me not to go until they call. And here's a pronunciation-based mistake, saying ask as ax. It's very common in casual speech, especially in certain dialects, but if you're learning standard English pronunciation, you want to say ask, try it slowly with me, ask, not ax. Say, can I ask you something? Great job. Here's one more. This is a vocabulary mix-up. Many learners confuse fun and funny, so they say, the movie was really funny, when they mean it was enjoyable, not necessarily full of jokes. Remember, funny means it made you laugh, fun means you had a good time. So if you went to an amusement park, you'd say it was fun. If you watched a comedy, you'd say it was funny. Let's practice both. That movie was really fun. That joke was really funny. Feel the difference? Nice. There you go, some of the most common English mistakes corrected and explained in a simple, practical way. Which one of these have you made before? Or maybe you hear others make them often. Let me know in the comments. I read and reply to all comments. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone else learning English. You'll help them, and you'll help this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep vibing with EngVibes.